So in this learning target, we're going to just basically set up your understanding of what this unit is about. And so we need to start with some basic definitions to do that. So our first definition is a system of linear equations. Linear meaning in a line, and equations meaning we're going to look at the equation y equals mx plus b or ax plus by equals c. We're going to look at the equations of lines, and we're going to look at a system of them. So what we're going to use for the definition of that is a set of linear equations, so two or more. Generally, we're in this class, we're going to look at two at a time, but in general, a system of linear equations could be more than that. So it's a set of linear equations that are considered together. So we're looking at them at the same time. We're not looking at them separately. We're looking at lines that exist at the same time, okay? And then a solution to a system of linear equations is a coordinate point. So that would be x, y. So two values, an x and a y, that satisfies both equations. Okay, so it's a solution. A coordinate is a coordinate point, x and y, that satisfies both equations. And so I want to show you a visual of that. So if you need to pause and finish writing these down, you can. Otherwise, keep going here. We're talking about these two linear equations, y equals 3x minus 2 and y equals negative x minus 6. Those together, that's called a system of linear equations. So it's two linear equations together. And so we graph them on the same axis here. And we think about finding a solution. Obviously, with them graphed, a point here, a point out here is not a solution to either. A solution is one that lies, is a point, a coordinate point that would lie on one or both of the lines. If I look at this point up here, this blue point, this is a solution to the green line, but not a solution to the blue line. So finally, right here, we're looking at the solution to the system of equations. It lies on both of the lines. It's the one point that satisfies both equations. So that's what we're going to be looking for. So our first learning target is just algebraically, so not by graphing, but algebraically determining if a point is a solution to a system of linear equations. And you're going to be using this skill all along the way to be able to check your work. You can always go back and check your work using this method. So the basic is you need to know that a point is x, y, and then all you're going to do is take each equation and you're going to show algebraically that if the coordinate point is a solution or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my coordinate point and I'm going to put the y in the y spot, and I'm going to put the x in the x spot. So let's do the first equation. So I'd have 0.2 equals 47 plus 3 times negative 15.6. And then at the same time I can do my second equation here. 0.2 equals 8 plus 0.5 times negative 15.6. So I've written out both of my equations with the x and the y in their spots. So I've got my x here in the equation because that's where it is. I pulled that from up here, and I've got the y in the equation as well, and then all the other stuff. So this one is here, and this one is here. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rewrite this side, and I'm just going to evaluate this following order of operations. So I'll leave the 47 and I'll multiply the 3 times negative 15.6. So 3 times negative 15.6. Negative 46.8. No wonder. Here we go. .8. That 0.2 equals 0.2. That means that the sides are equal. So that one works out. Try this one. 0.2 equals 8 plus 0.5 times negative 15.6. Negative 7.8. So we're just trying to see if the left-hand side of the equation will end up matching the right-hand side, which it does. So yes, our final answer is that that is the solution to the system of linear equations. Let's try one more over here. Let's try 2x plus y equals 15. Remember, I've got my x and my y. So 2 times negative 4 plus 23 equals 15. I got to see if that's true. So negative 8 plus 23 and 15 equals 15. That one works out. Let's try my other one. Y is equal to 12 plus x. So is 23 equal to 12 plus negative 4? So I'll get 23 equals 8, which is not true. So no, this is not a solution. Okay. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to, in a second here, pause the video. And what you're going to do is you're going to try this one here on your own and this one here on your own. And then when you're ready, you're going to press play, and I'm going to reveal the solution so that you can check your work. So go ahead and pause the video and try out those two. Alright, so there are your two solutions. You can go ahead and check your work with that, and then what you should do is go ahead and start in on some independent practice, making sure to ask questions of your teacher if you have them.